Teachings of the Mentor. The rescuing and upholding effect of the words in sutras. Actually, the Buddha said that the words had the power of rescuing and upholding people. He also said in Tantra and Tibetan classics that when he entered nirvana, he bestowed special help on the words of the sutras. But the special help bestowed no words not only exists in Sanskrit and Tibetan languages, but in every language because the Buddha achieved all merits and virtues. It is not the case that when you learn Sanskrit, you can receive the help from the Buddha. When you learn Tibetan, you cannot receive it from him. You can get the help from the Buddha through any kind of language you have learned as long as it is connected with the state and wisdom of the Buddha. For example, all sentient beings can understand, like his own native language, the pure voice of the Buddha whenever it is uttered in Sanskrit or Indian language by him. The words are also like this. We can't simplify and narrow the wonderful merits and virtues of the Buddha as if this kind of capability existed only in Sanskrit. It is not the truth. It appears in all place, space and time, and only the people who accord with the teachings of the Buddha can receive it. Praise Our Mentor. By Fafu. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you have taught by example, saying when there is something you don't know, start to learn it, then practice what you have learned. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you have been dedicated to what you do and not influenced by the outside world. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you fill us with etiquette, code and time, saying, we shouldn't watch, listen, speak and practice what is contrary to the proprieties. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you have taught us compassionately, saying, with the purity of heart and corresponding dharma, you can succeed in what you were supposed to fail, related to vexations, you will fail in what you were supposed to succeed. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you have been outstandingly talented for leading, inspiring and enlightening sentient beings through working with them. You are free to fit into everyone's karma and work with them in order to enlighten them, to manifest the teachings, to benefit and gladden them so that they can perfect the Buddhahood. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you have been extremely versed in Dharma of condition. Both of your joke and criticism can gladden, enlighten and improve people. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you are gentle and elegant, pointing out the evil deeds implicitly and stopping at a point. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you have been completely established in the wisdom of cause and effect. You can see through all kinds of life and all kinds of beings. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you have applied your mind skillfully, possessed of the great power of perseverance and gratitude. What you expound and manifest is based on the sutras and evidence, reasonable and unbreakable. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you are pure, straight, honest, and without deceit. You deeply know the excellence of kindness, compassion, joy, and giving, and each of your action brings forth limitless benefit. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you have been endowed with the purity of integrity, noble without despising others, deeply beloved and respected by the old and young, like the moon being surrounded by stars. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you have never despised the new learners, found their merits and virtues and been joyful with them humbly at your fingertips, having praised them sincerely and naturally. I praise you endlessly, our mentor, because you have renounced the pleasure of entering nirvana and accompanied us to live and die together. I praise you, our mentor, because you have been always possessed of the treasure house of the merits and virtues. I am afraid that my praise is imperfect and your famous reputation, merits and virtues will be tarnished. I am ashamed that I am so clumsy and lowly as to only see a little of your merits and virtues, just like the merit of a bubble in the sea.